Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ethan Bernard, and in today's video, we're going to be going over one of Valorant's agents named Brimstone. Brimstone's orbital arsenal ensures his squad always has the advantage. His ability to deliver utility precisely and safely makes him unmatched boots on the ground commander. Listen, this guy is pretty crazy. Not necessarily my playstyle, but I gotta tell you, the utility that this guy brings to the table is absolutely amazing. Before we get into his actual ability set, folks, Valorant has a closed beta starting next week on April 7th. If you guys are watching this the day of, there's a special event on Twitch today that is kicking off the start of Twitch drops. Valorant beta access is going to be granted through Twitch drops, which means all you have to do is link your Riot Games to your Twitch account and watch our stream. On our channel, we do have drops enabled, so you can hop in either today or starting Tuesday when closed beta begins. Sit back, watch the stream, and you'll have a chance to earn yourself access to the closed beta. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into Brimstone's abilities. Brimstone's signature ability is called Sky Smoke. He uses his map to call in orbital deployment smoke screens. This thing is actually nuts. I think this is the only reason people actually play Brimstone. He has access to about half of the map on his radar. Whenever he presses E to use Sky Smoke, he can select up to 3 places at once to place it. And oh my god, he can basically execute smokes on a site all by himself. Just by the click of a button, he can put smokes on 3 key points on any bomb site or any angle they're trying to push, and this whole team can just go in behind him. This is a crazy ability, absolutely amazing for a signature ability, probably one of the best zoning in the game. Brimstone's next ability is called Incendiary. This is literally just like a Molotov or a incendiary grenade, but you shoot it out of a little launcher thing. Not sure why they did that, but I'm not going to complain because it actually looks pretty cool. I didn't use this much. I didn't play Brimstone much at all, to be fair. I just recorded a match or two with him to get some footage. Not my playstyle, like I said, but the incendiary grenade seems pretty self-explanatory. It doesn't blow up on impact, so you can bounce it around corners or bounce it off the ground. It's pretty useful. It's kind of the same thing as Phoenix's Molotov, but you're shooting it out of a little cannon, and it doesn't heal you when you stand in it, so I wouldn't try that either. Brimstone's next ability is called Stim Beacon. This one is interesting. I didn't have a lot of experience with this ability, but essentially when you pull out your Stim Beacon and throw it on the ground, anyone at all, regardless whether they're a teammate or an enemy, anyone that stands in it will get rapid fire. This literally just increases the fire rate of your weapon, which in turn makes a lot of the weapons a lot harder to control, especially something like the Vandal that already has a ridiculous spray. If you step in a Stim Beacon with that, good luck. You better be able to pull that thing down quick or your bullets are just going to be going everywhere. I could see where this is kind of more useful in terms of like the snipers and the shotguns, guns that usually take a while to execute another shot on. I could definitely see it being used in that way, but in terms of the full auto weapons, I'd say most of the time this ability is pretty unnecessary. And finally, we arrive at Brimstone's ultimate, which is Orbital Strike. Oh my goodness, I think this ability is paired well with the map Bind, which is a map that has teleporters on it, because when you hear someone go through a teleporter, if you manage to get that Orbital Strike off in the teleporter room, they are not escaping that. Oh my goodness. We had some good plays with that this weekend. This is literally just an Orbital Strike. You pull out your map, same system as the smokes, except you can only call it in one area, and it sends down a beam that damages both your enemies and your teammates. Even though your teammates will take less damage from it, it will kill enemies very, very quickly. If you do this at the right time, you can get a whole team wipe with this thing. We played against Tim in one of our very first matches, and he got a 4-piece his first time ever using the ult because we were at the wrong place at the wrong time. Anyway, guys, that about does it for the overview of Brimstone's abilities. I'm not going to make any guides on how to necessarily execute these abilities yet. I only had my hand on the game for a couple days, so I don't feel like I'm in a good enough position to do so. That being said, I'm going to try to master the game over the next few weeks in closed beta, get some more of those informational guides out to you, and see what kind of strategies we can come up with. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's free and it helps me out a lot. Leave a comment down below. What kind of Valorant content do you want to see? I'm pretty much covering this game full time at this point. I'm absolutely in love with it. Thanks again to Riot Games for inviting me to play the game this past weekend. It was an absolute pleasure participating, and I'm really excited for all the content we have planned. Anyway guys, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey naysayers, how y'all been? It's been a minute, but I'm in it to win, and I ain't finished. This is the starting gun, and I'ma run it to the front until I'm #1, son. This is a rhythmic defibrillation. Innovation.